Welcome to Bedtime Stories for Kids. Thanks for joining us to listen to this magical story. Before we begin, don't forget to hit subscribe so you never miss a new story. Let's lie back, relax, and get comfortable. Once upon a time, in a quaint little farm nestled amongst the rolling hills, there lived a little red hen. This little red hen was known for her can-do attitude and hard work. She had a cozy little hen house tucked away in a corner of the barn, and her days were filled with routines of busy hard work. One bright morning, as the sun cast its golden glow over the farm, the little red hen discovered a few grains of wheat scattered near the barn. Curious as always, she had a great idea to make good use of the grains, but it would take lots of hard work. She knew the job would be easier if she had help from her fellow farmyard friends, and so she approached the fat yellow duck, the black and white cat, and pig who was having a mud bath. "Who will help me plant this wheat?" she asked, holding the grains in her beak. The lazy duck waddled over and replied, "Not I. I have better things to do, like splashing in the pond and enjoying the water." The indifferent cat stretched lazily and said, "Not I. I prefer to bask in the sun and groom my fur. Planting wheat sounds like too much work." The laid-back pig, wallowing in the mud, grunted, "Not I. I'm content right here. Planting is not my idea of a good time." Undeterred by their lack of enthusiasm, the little red hen shrugged and decided to take matters into her own wings. With precision and care, she planted the grains in a small patch of fertile soil near the barn. Day after day, she diligently looked after the growing wheat, ensuring it received enough sunlight, water, and nutrients. As the weeks passed, the wheat grew under the little red hen's care. It grew tall and strong, promising a bountiful harvest. The news of the thriving wheat spread throughout the farm, catching the attention of the lazy duck, indifferent cat, and laid-back pig. "Who will help me harvest this wheat?" the little red hen asked, looking at her fellow farm animals. The duck quacked, "Not I. Harvesting is too much work, and I don't want to ruin my feathers." The cat meowed, "Not I. My paws are too clean, and I don't want them to get dirty. Harvesting is not my idea of fun." The pig grunted, "Not I. I'm comfortable here, and harvesting requires too much effort. Let someone else do it." Once again, undeterred by their reluctance, the little red hen took on the task of harvesting the golden wheat. She worked tirelessly, cutting the stalks and bundling the sheaves. The harvest was abundant, and the little red hen felt a sense of accomplishment as she surveyed the fruits of her labor. Now came the most crucial part, turning the harvested wheat into flour. With a determined spirit, the little red hen approached her fellow farm animals one last time. "Who will help me grind this wheat into flour?" she asked, a note of anticipation in her voice. The duck flapped its wings, "Not I. I'm not good with machines, and I might break something." The cat arched its back, "Not I. I have delicate ears, and grinding sounds are far too noisy." The pig snorted, "Not I. I'm happy as I am, and grinding is not my forte. Find someone else to do it." Without a hint of disappointment, the little red hen set out to grind the wheat into flour. She worked hard, turning the wheel of the grinding machine until the wheat transformed into fine, powdery flour. The air was filled with the scent of fresh flour, and the little red hen couldn't help but feel a sense of pride in her hard work. And so she started the final challenge. She began preparing to bake the flour into delicious bread. She mixed all the flour with water, salt and little yeast before kneading into a huge ball of dough. She placed the dough into the hot oven and sat back to watch the loaf bake. The aroma of the baking bread wafted through the air, tempting the other farm animals into the kitchen. The loaf had expertly risen, and was baked to perfection. The crust had a beautiful golden hue. As the hen tore off a piece of the bread, a symphony of crackles echoed, revealing the soft and airy interior. The duck, cat and pig all sat staring at the bread with their mouths drooling and desperate for a taste. "Now that the bread is ready, who will help me eat it?" the little red hen asked. The duck quacked, "I will." The cat meowed, "I will." The pig grunted, "I will." But the little red hen, who had worked hard from planting the grains to baking the bread, simply smiled and said, "No, thank you. I will enjoy the bread that I worked hard to create. And with that, the little red hen enjoyed the freshly baked bread in the peace of her cozy little hen house. The lazy duck, indifferent cat, and laid-back pig learned a valuable lesson that day, that the rewards of hard work are for those who are willing to put in the effort and contribute to the journey from start to finish. Thank you for listening to our story. Remember to like and subscribe so you never miss another upload.